Okay, I haven't done a video on this lichen before, and I'm talking about the fibrous one. So it has 3 dimensions there, which means that it's a fruticose lichen. Notice it's kind of brownish. Although here it kind of looks reddish. But anyway, reddish-brown, that's not necessarily unusual. Tends to be high elevation, tend towards black in nature. When you bring them in and put them under light, they tend to look like different colors, have different colors. And so this one I found a couple of areas. So this is the Twin Peaks trail, specifically the Oak Creek Overlook, and it was on a Douglas fir, Rocky Mountain Douglas fir. And the cold drainage, I think, is what the lichen likes. So it tends to be over 9,000 feet or so. There are actually alpine versions, different species, but and actually the ice park loop, I've seen it near the bridge, and so it is, I think it's well camouflaged because of the color, and one of the characteristics of distinguishing them is, I'm not looking at my book, but what the inside looks like. So they'll develop these pustules, let's say. That's not terribly, it's actually serradiation, and so right there, see some, it looks like a little bullet hole, and the inside is, so here it looks whitish gray. It's towards the whitish. Some species are yellow, and so that's one of the characteristic. Random branching, high elevation, moist. I've seen it in very moist areas, almost boggy, hanging from the trees. And this wasn't necessarily, but it was certainly a moist site. There was actually a lot of rubus in Rubus parviflora, and some of the I'm going to say Smilacina, anthem is, I think, the new name. So a number of things, a lot of roses actually. So the cold drainage down these canyons keeps it refrigerated. So these things will grow. So I've seen them amongst true firs and blueberries in Oregon, as far as that goes. Maybe not the species. So this is a Bryoria. Fuscescens, let's say fuscescens. Fuscescens is probably named after the marine algae, fuscescens, let's say. So it's not as black as it could be, but there you go. It's I'm going to say a fairly obscure lichen, primarily because it is a lichen and people are not that interested. But it is the same color as the bark that it grows on. This is a lichen attached to it. So anyway, it's a peculiar thing. It's a peculiar thing. So anyway, it does not look very black. So there you go, Bryoria, fuscescens.